Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we are going to take a look at the Death Guard rules, a preview for Psychic Awakening War of the Spider. I'm kind of looking forward to this, actually. There was a rumour engine yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before? That had like a big old power fist with all like goo dripping out of it that looked very, very Death Guard. So I'm assuming there will be something for them. I could be totally wrong, but it did look kind of cool. I'll, of course, put it on the screen so you can see it. Let's have a look at what they get. So, Relics of Decay. The furnaces of the Plague Planet have been busy, and there's a whole host of new relics for the Death Guard to choose from. Be as generous as Nurgle, and reward one of your noxious Blightbringers with the Demon's Toll. So the Demon's Toll, I'm assuming, is with each Discordant Knight, this Warm-Forged belt, it wasn't going to be anything else, was it? Sends Mortarian suns shuddering out of sync with real space. They quiver upon the cusp of the Imperium, don't use the word quiver, allowing its unholy energies to flow forth and enfold them. Noxious Blightbringer model only. Models in friendly Death Guard units, excluding cultists and poxwalkers, have a 5+ invulnerable save, whilst their unit is within 7 inches of a model from your army with this relic. Extra survivability for the Death Guard is very fitting, let's be honest. They are supposed to be incredibly difficult to put down in every single way. Anything that improves upon that, at the very least, is thematically friendly, which I quite like. I really don't like they quiver upon the cusp. Yeah. It's fine if Slanesh does it, but don't put that for Nurgle stuff. Yeah, that's fine. 7 inches of a model. I like the fact that it's 7 inches as well. Oh my god, that's just terrible. What am I doing? Quick, move on. Move on. Your opponents already know how difficult it is to kill your warriors due to them being disgustingly resilient. Imagine how much better that'll be for you with a 5+ invulnerable save too. Well, yeah, obviously. So, let's move on and away from all of the innuendo that was contained in that last one. Dear Lord. So, clearly, the Tallyman has been busy writing down new tactics for the Death Guard to use, as War of the Spider features a lot of stratagems. I'm assuming that other record keepers were doing it for people who weren't Death Guard. If you like your Plague Marines, get up close and personal, pay a command point to make them into trench fighters. So, 1 command point, just generic Death Guard stratagem. The Death Guard excel in the crush of close quarters, driving plague knives into their victims again and again. Use this stratagem in the fight phase when a Plague Marines unit from your army is chosen to fight with, until the end of that phase. When a model in that unit fights, if it is equipped with 1 or more Plague Knives, it can make 1 additional attack with 1 Plague Knife. Okay, yeah, alright, that's... I don't know, I think... That's not really grabbed me. It does sort of... It kind of... To me, that fits very much the story of Typhus going down solo onto a planet and just absolutely murdering everybody and just sweeping the trenches from side to side. I really like the kind of image of that. I just don't know how... I don't know. I don't know how kind of good/interesting it is, in a way. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't feel particularly exciting to me. Okay, what better way to spend Grandfather Nurgle's diseases than through stabbing your enemies? Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. That, at the very least. If you prefer to kill a fire, here's a stratagem that can help with that too. So, overwhelming generosity. A+ name there. That is a chef's kiss name. So again, generic Death Guard stratagem. Unholy filth gushes from Nurgle's faithful into their guns until the armament is threatened to burst like bloated corpses. Awful mental image. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase when a Death Guard unit from your army, excluding Cultists or Poxwalkers units, is chosen to shoot with. Until the end of that phase, add 6 inches to the range of plague weapons, excluding melee weapons, models in that unit are equipped with. I actually quite like that. I like that quite a lot. A bit of added range, I think, is never anything to complain about. And, I prefer that to the Trench Fighters one, personally. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. And also the name is great. Overwhelming Generosity is awesome. So, Plague Companies. So, even... Hang on a sec. Wait, we skipped... Yeah, I mean, used on foul blight spawns to make their plague sprayer deadly from even further away. Yeah. So, Plague Companies. The even better news is that each of these 7 Plague Companies of the Death Guard has been blessed with rules that reflect the way they wage war. Each company gets a unique warlord trait, a putrescent relic, and their own stratagems. the naming again. Follow Typhus in the first plague company, the Harbingers, and spread the blessings of the zombie plague. Okay, this should be fun. So they get for either 1 or 3 command points from the carrion heaps. So that's the Harbinger stratagem. One should always burn the bodies of the plague slain, lest they rise again to assail those still living. Use this stratagem before the battle. Select 1 Harbinger's Poxwalkers unit from your army for 1 command point, or 2 Harbinger's Poxwalkers units from your army for 3 command points. You can set up the selected units under the ground instead of setting them up on the battlefield. At the end of your movement phase, for each of the units that are underground, you can set that unit anywhere on the battlefield that is wholly within 9 inches of the battlefield edge and more than 9 inches away from any enemy models. You can only use this stratagem once per battle. That I really like. That's really cool. That's really fun. If you had 2 like fully packed out units of Poxwalkers and you spent the 3 command points to hide them underground, to have them buried, just from a narrative standpoint alone, the sight of an entire mass of Poxwalkers like clawing out of the ground and starting to shuffle towards the enemy, that is really, really fun. I really like that. That is a really cool stratagem. I can see why they've increased it for 3 to do 2 units as well. At first I was like, 1 and 3, and you get 1 or 2. Feels a bit weird, but no, I think I can see why they've done that. I really like that. That's quite fun. That's quite fun to me. It's very like traditional zombie in a way, kind of seeing them all kind of claw out of the ground and start just shuffling their way towards you. Yeah, that's a cool representation of that. I like that a lot. Okay, use this to surprise your enemies when you raise your Poxwalkers out of the very ground. Don't say, brains, don't do that. For me, I feel like Poxwalkers would just giggle at you, like some sort of demented child. That to me, also more terrifying. Just saying brains is just typical zombies. Zombies that walk towards you whilst giggling, that's way creepier. Horrible. So, 4th plague company are called the Wretched and are ruled over by a demon known as the Eater of Lives. Sure, with this warlord trait to bestow to its favourite, you can see how it got that name. So, the warlord trait is Eater Plague. The flesh-melting horror of the Eater Plague pours off this warlord in waves, reducing his foes to bubbling gruel that he daubs into his own wounds by the fistful to plug them. Jesus, lads, come on, let's chill out a bit. Let's not get too over the top with all this. When an enemy model is destroyed as a result of an attack made with a melee weapon by this warlord regains up to 1 lost wound to a maximum of 3 wounds per phase. Again, I like that quite a lot. I do like that. That's fun. The description is absolutely gross, properly awful, but yeah, again, that feels like a nice, fun kind of thematic thing, especially if you're being ruled by a demon called the Eater of Lives. I mean, what more would you expect? It's made worse by the fact that it doesn't just eat it. It's not even that they eat the gruel that's been left. They just smear them all over themselves. That's way worse to me. Ugh. Awful. Great. So, alternatively, follow the 5th plague company, the Poxmongers, and join their mass demon engine assaults. Now you're talking my language. Alright, mass demon engine assaults, let's go. 1 command point, Bilious Blood Rush. That sounds like it could be a special character, let's be honest. Poxmonger stratagem, so 1 command point. This diseased gore flowing through and across this demon engine boils and bubbles as its rage burns hot. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase. Select 1 Poxmonger's Demon Engine unit from your army. Till the end of that phase, that unit can shoot in a turn in which it fell back. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's alright. That's cool. Oh, hang on, and there's one more. Wait. No, there isn't. Damn it, they got me excited. So yeah, and that's saying nothing of the 7th Plague Company, Mortarian's Chosen Sons. We don't get to see what that is. We'll find out when War of the Spider drops. But there's some fun stuff in there. There is some fun stuff. I have to say, I really like that Warlord trait. That's really fun. I mean, the mental image of it is disgusting, and that's what makes it so fun. Being able to stick a lot of Poxwalkers like in the ground that just appear is that again. I just really like how I like narratively good that feels. And what was the other one? There was another one that I really liked as well. Oh, that was it. The Demon's Toll. Yeah, I mean, making Death Guard more hardy and more hard to kill. That's never gonna feel wrong because it's the Death Guard. That's like half of everything they are is just unstoppable, which is one of the reasons to like them, really. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. I like that. That's fun. Let me know which one of those you prefer the most. Is there anyone that's jumped out of you? Anyone that you feel is more appropriate than others? To me, those all feel pretty cool, but I definitely had my preference. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm sure there'll be another one of these today at some point, so we'll cover that when it comes out. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff, you know how that works. And there's an affiliate link for Element Games in the description down below. It's a nice way to support the channel if you would like to. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.